Alright, you guys, this is your girl, Queen Karate, over here cooking again. I wanted to show y'all. I got 5 pounds of ground beef over here. And when I make my ground beef, I like to boil it. So I put water in mine, and then I let it brown just a little more, you know. I don't know, I always been like this. Now, truthfully, let me think, because when I used to make like tacos and stuff, way back in the days when I was like 10, 11 years old, I did not used to boil my meat. I just fried and put the taco seasoning on it, and there it was, in a whole lot of grease too. But as I got older, I started doing it like this. We're not making any tacos. We're going to make some hamburger soup. So continue to join along while I make this hamburger soup. I know y'all been waiting for something to eat. And here I go. All I did was just season up this ground beef meat. I'm just trying to, you know, smash it, grind it, whatever, so it could get done all in the right way. I got some seasoning on there, which you really can't see it right now. And we got some 3 peppermint. I did not cut up any of these peppers or onions. I just got it from Kroger's. That was already cut. It's frozen, so I ain't feel like doing all that. You know, sometimes you gotta do some easier stuff. All that, those stuff, you know. I mean, it's fine to do all that. I love cutting up my onions and peppers and things like that. But there are some times where I just don't want to do all that. Okay, we are going for the easier route, you guys. Yep. That's what I'm doing. So, truthfully, once this meat, all this meat, I got it in one of my big frying pans. I don't know what kind of pan you really want to call it, because it's like kind of like a frying pan, but it's like big as well. So I don't know, you know, I be cooking my food in this as well, especially like if I'm making like 5 pounds of meat, or if I'm making like maybe just a 1 meal simple dish. I'll cook my meats and my vegetables first, you know, gotta get the food browned and all that stuff, clean it up, if it's like chicken Alfredo or something like that, and then I'll put my Alfredo fettuccine and Alfredo stuff in that and mix it up good. Sometimes even when I'm making hamburger helper. But I have noticed that when I make hamburger helper in the cast iron skillets, it tastes way better. Believe it or not, I didn't really used to know how to make hamburger helper, you guys. Ooh, there's a secret. But yeah, like I used to always, it seemed like the noodles, everything used to be sticky. And again, it say to follow directions. I used to have to cook my meat separate and my, you know, the noodles, let them boil. Then I'll put it in, mix it, and put the sauce and stuff like that, the water. I really don't too much put a lot of milk in my food unless it is like the lactate free. So that could have been it. I even tried though, even when my kids was younger, they, you know, they drank a lot of soy milk. Also drank the vitamin D, the 2% milk, and I used to try to make it like that. You gotta do what works for you, you know, what works for you. Now, I am much better, you guys. I could go ahead and make some hamburger helper without having to boil the noodles and the meat separately. So that's a blessing. It just takes a little time, you guys. Until you get better. Right. You gotta practice until you get better. Practice perfection. And that's just like with anything in life. You gotta practice. You gotta do what's working for you. This meat is gonna almost be done in a minute. Again, it's like 5 pounds. So we like to have ours a little meatier. Sometimes I just put like 3 pounds though. So I don't know. I might just only put 3 pounds of meat. At least try to even it out a little more to 3 pounds. And then I'm gonna put, I might make the other 2 pounds with, I don't know. I do got some hamburger helper in there, but what's the point of making all that stuff? So I think I'm gonna just make a real big pot of the hamburger soup because hamburger soup is light around here. We really love it. And it's gonna turn out real good. And I'm gonna put some green peas, some green beans, they're cut, these a mess. Next up, these green beans was like 60-something cents. We got some of these black beans. I'll put that in it. What did I say? That's green beans. Here's the sweet peas. One more bread. Bring value back. And we got the kidney beans. Plus, like, I normally would make it with like some tomato juice, like that V8. But we're out of it, and I'm not going back to the store. We went to the store yesterday. We did not get it. We got some. Sometimes I'll make it with some paste, tomato paste. That will be good. Liquid. If we choose not to make put the tomato paste, we could make it with the beef broth, the Swanson's beef broth. That's what So I'm like kind of deciding, well, trying to come up with a decision if I want to make it with the beef broth or the tomato paste. Either one is good. However, last time when we had the hamburger soup, we had tomato juice. I think I might switch it up. Plus, we're going to put some of these red potatoes in. That's gonna be good. Oh yeah, we got some carrots as well. Red tomatoes. I mean, not red tomatoes, but red potatoes. Red potatoes the mini carrots that we have. because I didn't right here. Only thing that we put in was that one. So after this meat is done, I'm gonna show y'all the rest. Okay guys, so we literally are just cutting up some of these potatoes. I just want to cut them in half. First I wasn't going to, that's why we got the small ones. But I think we're just gonna just cut them up. It'll be easier. These are red potatoes. I did have them soaking and rinsing. Alright, they kind of look a little wishy. I'm gonna let them soak again. So this is what we're literally doing, and yes, I'm cutting with one of my favorite knives. Don't put too much pressure. It's a meat cleaver. Yeah, this is like my favorite one. It be cutting real good. I don't know, I just like it. So everybody got their favorite stuff. They like to cook meat. They like to wear. Like to say. You know, you get what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm doing. After this, I'm gonna cut up some carrots. Cut those carrots up because I really like, I don't like my carrots real big and bulky like that. Just to be honest, I don't even really like carrots for real, but I eat them anyways. I know that they're healthy for you, so yep. I'm just not gonna be like, hey, let me go get me some carrots and just eat them with like peanut butter or some ranch or something. No, not me. Let you know that now. That is not me. I will eat them like in soups and stuff, so roast stuff like that. I'll make sure I do this thing. I'm cutting on one of the smaller cutting boards. I didn't pick the bigger one out. This one is sweet too. It's been used a lot. It still works, so that's all that matters. Clean. So, what are you guys cooking today? Any day of the week? So forth. Hopefully it's something that you and your family like. You know, even if it's something that you might not be used to eating, as long as you got something to eat, just eat the less. You know, if your dinner is just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, that's good too. It's something to eat, right? So, because you didn't have to have that, right? Gotta just be blessed. Be thankful. Just clean. You might be eating some lobster. I don't eat that, but you might be eating lobsters and steaks and stuff. You know, some soup. It's cold outside. I like this. Y'all hear the meat seed over here cooking. I'm about to drain it. Yep. I'll drain it in a minute. Drain that hamburger meat. Once I get finished with these carrots. Well, too many of the carrots. I'm myself washing them in the bed, but I'm going to wash them again once I cut them and put them in the bowl. And I'm not in a rush to be doing anything. I'm moving at my own pace. A lot of times I'll be like in a rush. I'm not much later right now. I don't really feel like doing a whole lot of stuff, so I'm doing it easy now. So I just want to make sure that I made this. Now, what do you guys, have you guys even had hamburger soup? I don't know. You probably have. But if you haven't, you need to try it because it's good. It's like, really, you can say that it's like a beef stew. It's just like with the beef stew meat, you substitute it with the ground beef. That's how I look at it. Or you could call it a vegetable soup. Now, I normally like to have corn and mash too. However, when I'm making it for the whole house, especially like King Roddy, he don't really want corn. He don't eat corn. So I'll try to make it the way. It really just depends, because sometimes I'll just go ahead and make it with corn. He just gonna pick the corn out, or he's not gonna eat it, right? So today I might just be nice and leave the corn out, okay? Because I feel like if I'm in here cooking, and if you don't like what I'm cooking, you do not have to eat it. That's what I used to have to tell my son and daughter when they get in those ways. Like, child, listen. At the same time, though, you have to think about it. You try to, like, make things that everyone likes to eat so that they don't go hungry, you know. So, I know I grew up as, I was a very picky eater, so, you know, I was able to get the things that I would eat. Because if not, I'm not going to eat it. It didn't matter if the person, they wanted to keep me at the table or not. I still wasn't going to eat it if I felt like that. Like, I can remember when I used to go over to my sister's house. Maybe like my aunt as well, because my mom was married to her daddy for like a long time. And she used to always be wanting me to eat what she made. And her food was nasty. So, I'm not trying to be mean, but it was so nasty, most of it. I just couldn't stand that stuff. It was just a hot mess. But she tried. As long as she gave me like some McDonald's or something like that. But she always been on to give me the hamburger Happy Meal. I didn't want that. I wanted a fish or a Big Mac. So, with no onions. Yeah. But anyway, she used to be like, if you don't eat this food, you're going to stay at the table. You're not getting any ice cream. So I'd be like, oh, okay. I want to go home. She'll have me sitting at that table. I'll be there for at least like an hour or something, and I still won't eat the food. I will literally sit there. So it is what it is, you know. And I barely wanted to go over to her house at times. I just used to want to go because my sister cousins, they were like around my age and stuff, and I wanted to be around my older sister. Well, she my second older sister. And you know, I'll just go over there with her. But it's just like that. I ain't used to want to spend a night. For real. I just want to go for a minute. Then when it's time to go to sleep, I be like, I want to go home. I want to go home. Like, that was something else. Oh my gosh. She be like, well, you're not going home right now. You're spending the night. Oh, Lord. I had to get back home. It was what it was. You know, those are the days. Did great things a lot of times, but that food, it was just not popping. So, anyway, I'm about to put this, I'm about to drain this meat, you guys. I got the carrots and potatoes soaking again in this bowl. Bless this kitchen bowl. Then I'm gonna just start dropping, after this stuff is drained, I'm putting it inside my bigger pot. It's like the pot that I really like using when I'm making like bigger soups and stuff. In my greens, cabbage, I got like 2 real big ones. And then I'm gonna start putting vegetables in there. Still deciding if I want to do the beef broth or the tomato paste. Then let it boil. You know, then I'll be done. I'll be right back. So you guys, here are all the beans. So we got black beans, kidney beans, we have green beans, and we have some peas in here. I'm about to go ahead and drop these in a pot. I'm ready to put the carrots and tomatoes. I don't know why I want to keep saying tomatoes. That's because sometimes I do have those diced tomatoes inside of the hamburger soup. So, okay. So the carrots and the potatoes are already inside there. And King Karate, he had drained the meat for me. So that was a good thing. He was gonna do something up in this kitchen as well, you know. Especially if he didn't want no corn in his hamburger soup. Ladies, this is how we gotta do it, you know. So I did go ahead and clean these and drain them, and I'm about to dump them in. So you guys, here are the vegetables in the pot. I went on ahead and used some of that beef stew seasoning. Oh, it does have a little salt in it, but that's okay, you know. And I decided to make it with the beef broth instead of the tomato paste. So we already had some with the tomato paste just recently. So I'll just make it this way. Yep. So what we're gonna do is let this boil. I don't know, I might end up cutting up a whole onion because I definitely like mashed onions in my stuff. It's good for you, you know. Anywho, anyways, thank you guys for watching. But hold on, I'll be back. So I did go ahead and mix it. See those red potatoes, those carrots, ground beef, that's some green beans, peas, kidney beans, and black beans. And we'll just let this boil until the vegetables are tender as well. Then after that, it's gonna be time to eat. Now, I might go ahead and make it, like sometimes we like to eat our crackers with it or some garlic bread. I know I really love to eat it with the garlic bread if I have like the tomato paste, tomato juice, and all that stuff in there. Like to soak it up in its sauce. So anyways, either way, it's fine. Some of y'all might eat y'all's with cornbread. I know as growing up, eating like beef stew at my mother's home, she would make some cornbread. So, you know, I was used to the cornbread. Yep, I eat it either way though. Either way, even sometimes without, you know, the bread and all that stuff. Crackers and stuff like that. Because again, we're trying to eat healthier this year. I gotta get back on that. Not gotta keep on eating all these fried foods and all that stuff. Even though they be fried in olive oil. I've also, you know, been eating out a lot, and you know they sure ain't frying their food in no daggone olive oil. So I do have a few videos that need to be posted as far as the eating, you know, getting stuff to eat and all that stuff. They'll be popping up real soon. So thanks a lot, you guys, for taking your time out and kicking it with me. All right. I definitely appreciate you guys. I will see you at the bank. Peace.